My name is Jason.
My name is Julian.
And we doing Filmographies. On the 19th day of Pitt, submits my true love gave to me the favor. Ken, Brad Pitt, and Elizabeth McGovern, who I never really clicked with. I don't know. You love this movie? It's your favorite movie?
It's fantastic.
It's as good as it gets.
What if this is as good as it gets?
The tagline for this...
Oh, did you know Jack Nicholson's a terrible person?
Yeah, he's not good.
Yeah.
He's old and dying now, though.
So. I was like, oh, someday we got to do Nicholson. And then I was like, oh.
He beats women.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
This felt like what this tagline is going to insinuate. 2 women, 3 men, 1 secret. It feels like Women and Men 3.
This movie reminds me quite a lot of Trust the Man.
Yeah.
In that there are a handful of moments in it where I was like, this is fucking on point and true, and nobody ever has taken this point before, and the rest of it is filled with garbage.
But it vacillates so wildly. Trust the Man, it's like, this isn't that great. Why is he doing that? Oh, I like that. This is just like, oh, I hate everything. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. That is 100%.
I hate all of these people. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. What? Brad Pitt's good.
You
got a problem with him?
I don't think this is the right role for him.
No, but his character him and Pullman are sympathetic. Everybody else is garbage.
Dynamite in this movie.
Yeah.
I really like Pullman in here.
I like him a lot.
A budget estimated $13 million.
Really? Why?
Gross
2?
3.
It's a piece of shit.
It is a piece of shit. Damien. Now, I've always struggled with this name. Damien Elwes?
Like Cary Elwes?
Yeah. It's his brother. He painted all of the paintings in here.
It's really Cary Elwes' brother?
Yeah. He was, Cassie and Elwes is a producer. They're also brothers. Never heard of them.
Huh.
The only Cassian I recognize is Endor.
That's the Star Wars, but I don't really know.
Yeah. This was filmed in 1990.
Oh, for real? Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
The delay in its release was possibly due to Orion Pictures' pending bankruptcy.
When the Orion thing came up on there, I was like, oh yeah, man, Orion.
I love Orion. I love New Line.
I almost made a comment to Jenny like, oh, I used to like Orion movies, and I didn't even bother because she hates movies.
Orion. This also resulted in other films being shelved, like RoboCop 3 and Blue Sky, amongst others. I don't know what Blue Sky is. It's probably got tits in it, though.
Yeah.
The only other person in this movie of note is Larry Miller.
Oh, man. Larry Miller's pretty great in this.
It becomes a real Larry Miller fest.
Ah, man. I remember when Larry Miller's like a dork at dinner, but then he's the sleaziest creep in the world when he's dropping Elizabeth McGovern off.
God, yeah.
Now, but a little good night fuck.
I don't beg. I will beg, though.
Pretty good.
The friend, Emily, she reminded me of the woman that played Teensy. Yeah! But young. She's like the lady that Seinfeld dates, where in the cab, I don't think she's that attractive. But when they're in the deli, I think she's really good looking. The blonde. Mm-hmm. She's the main character.
Yeah.
I liked her, but then I hated her.
Yeah, I get behind that a hundo.
This movie, it's one of those movies where I was wrestling with this question the entire film where I'm just like, why did they make this? Who thought this was funny? Or
I think they felt like they got to some level of honesty and that people would click with it, but no.
It's such a bizarre premise. Did you do the synopses?
No.
You better do that.
The favor. On the eve of her 15-year high school anniversary, Kathy Whiting, Harley Jane Kozak, is having sex dreams about her old boyfriend Tom Andrews, Ken Wall, despite being married to devoted husband and all-around dork Peter Bill Pullman. Kathy's friend Emily Embry, Elizabeth McGovern, is becoming increasingly unhappy by her increasingly clingy boyfriend Elliot Fowler, Brad Pitt, so she calls it quits. Kathy convinces Emily to track down Tom and sleep with him since she never sealed the deal, so she can get over him and move on with her life. What a flawed idea. Little did both women know the trouble that would ensue the moment Kathy asked the favor.
Yeah. God. So Brad Pitt, I don't like his hair in this movie.
Well, I do.
It's swept up and back.
I feel like that's pretty solid Pitt hair that he jettisons pretty quickly after this.
He's drowning and silk suits.
I feel like he's really handsome in this, and I'm really glad that he didn't lock into that haircut forever.
I mean, he's a painter, right?
Yeah, he looks way too buttoned up to be that painter.
Exactly. That's my problem. He needs to be in jeans, T-shirts.
Well, when he's actually painting, he's wearing different clothes.
Yeah, he's in jeans and T-shirts.
It's just the first time you meet him, he looks like he's an accountant.
Every time you see him.
Makes you, I guess. If
he's drowning in that hotel robe.
Yeah. He doesn't have a job. He's just a painter. Who are these people that are able to have these lofts and they're just painters?
I don't know, man.
I have a government stipend.
Because they're putting on his show. McGovern, Emily, she and Kathy?
I think it's Kathy.
They work in a gallery for an old biddy. And Kathy does the finances and Emily's a curator. But she's like hot stuff, I guess. They wrote a list of everybody they've had sex with, and Kathy is just pretty much her husband.
Yeah.
And Emily's just got like, the yellow pages.
I can't even remember their names.
Which one did you like the most? This guy, because we were in love. But she's, dating Brad Pitt, who's a painter, but also putting on a show in their gallery. But they're just having fun, and nothing serious.
He seems like a really nice guy.
He does. He's like 26, and she must be in her 30s.
I think, yeah.
30.
I think she said something that made her sound like she was 35. No, I don't think. I think like mid-30s.
But she's like, you're just a kid. And he's like, well, no, I'm not. I'm actually more of an adult than you are.
I'm a painter.
I'm a pimp, is what he said.
I'm Iceberg Slim.
Yeah. So he's kind of like, hey, why don't you, they have sex, why don't you hang out and stay overnight? And she's like, nah, I'm breaking loose. Turn me loose. Turn me loose. I've got to do it my way.
Dolly Parton.
You know it.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a song about a lady who like is pregnant and jumps off a bridge.
Jolene?
I don't think it's called that.
9 to 5?
I don't think it's called that either. But it's quite heartbreaking. It came out like early in her career. People are like, God damn, this Dolly Parton's got emotions.
And the bridge became our favorite place. We came here often in the night.
Kathy is married to Bill Pullman. He's a dork. They have 2 kids, 2 girls.
But like,
not a bad dork. He's a good dork.
No, like he seems like that would warm your heart coming home to that
Here's
guy.
the
He's
thing.
a sweetie.
He's a knucklehead.
But he don't fuck.
He loves her.
A lot.
But he's a math guy.
Mm-hmm.
Math guys don't really fuck.
I mean, I think they do. I don't quite
They
know.
see beyond fucking. The numbers in the universe, it's like they're going through doors, man. Next level shit. Fucking is like, it's like Dr. Manhattan. Their dicks are just hanging out.
Yeah?
They don't care.
No. They're beyond it.
They are.
They see past, present, future.
They're beyond it, yet they're also from beyond. Dr. Proteus type shit. So she goes, I love you, Bill Pullman. I'm not going to tell you this, but I'm having sex dreams. There's an element to this movie. One of the things that I don't like is it becomes so ridiculous at times. The funeral and the sex. And the movie starts, she's walking down the street in red again.
Mm-hmm.
And she's feeling sexy and empowering, but every man around her is giving her looks that suggest very nefarious intentions.
We all want you so bad.
They all seem to want to violently do harm to her. But it's a dream. She sees her boyfriend, Tom.
That's not him, though, right? That's just the guy that vaguely looks like him?
It's the guy that plays him in the high school photo.
Okay, I was going to say, that's not Ken Owen.
Because she does not know what he looks like.
That ain't the wise guy himself.
And he goes, come with me. And they're in the alley, and he's groping on her. He's like climbing a mountain.
Finger in her butthole.
Delivering the mail. And
Is that what they call a butthole fingering?
and she's getting down in his crotch and wakes up because her daughter's in her face.
Mommy, do dead people swallow?
Mom! And she goes, shh. I'm about to get beamed home, Scotty. What do you want?
I want him to keep fingering that
I
hole.
want my brekkie in the dunny. And she goes, all right, I'll be down. And her and Bill Pullman do this little thing where they're, jib-jabbing. And then she looks at the bathroom. And he looks at the bathroom. And she runs. And he grabs her. And he
Throws her to the ground.
German suplexes her. Like,
Andre the Giant.
No, that's actually absolutely the worst. Guy you could use as an example, Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Minnesota's
Rocky.
own Brock Lesnar.
I was really offended by this movie right away because her daughter's like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And she's like, fuck you, and puts the pillow over her head, goes back to sleep,
Yeah.
immediately back in the dream.
Yep.
That does not work like that, Julian.
No, the dream's over.
Unless it's a very bad dream, an anxiety dream, you don't get to go back into it.
It's over. You think about it, hoping to conjure up that dream again. It's done.
Yep.
It's donezo. But, she loves her kids, it seems. And
I don't know why.
he loves them, and he's in the bathroom, though. So, she's basically... Brad Pitt wants to go to Emily's, not niece. Did she say her goddaughter?
Honey, I'd like to see you tomorrow sometime.
Can't tomorrow. Tomorrow's my goddaughter's birthday party.
Which is Kathy's kid, her youngest. And he goes, well, I'll go. And she goes, no. Nah, for real, though. All right, I guess. And he's like a total asshole
Well,
while he's there. Checking his watch,
I mean,
going to get drunk.
he doesn't get to really hang out with anybody.
No, but
Like, nobody will talk to him.
of course not. You don't know anybody, and it's a child's birthday party.
I know, but this is one of the moments that I found kind of interesting, and I thought it was really quite sad for Brad Pitt. Because, like, he tries to connect with her friends. Like, he really wants to. He wants to talk to the main girl.
So how old is
Pin
your...
the tail on the donkey. I forgot to put up the donkey.
Donkey.
Can you believe it? Peter!
And they, like, talk to him for a second and then spin off because they have kids.
Yes.
Same thing with Bill Pullman.
How's it going, Chef? Crazy. Boy, they really like these suckers raw. So how is
Yep, with his wiener.
Yeah, it's like depressing. He's really just trying to connect. He's only around children, so he wants to like talk to an adult, and it doesn't work out.
Brad Pitt is only around children?
in the during this party.
At the
like
party.
he doesn't
Right.
get to like. He's not associating with any adults, and when he tries to, it doesn't work. And I thought that was interesting because that's exactly how it is when you have kids and there's a party. I don't know if you've seen me. There's like things going on over here.
No.
I'm lasered in on the children, and I don't really get to associate. Well, you've come over for dinners where I'm dealing with the kids, and I don't really get to talk to you.
True.
It's like as soon as I try to have a conversation, the kids are doing something terrible.
I mean, that's how it is with my brother. I want to hang out with my brother. I haven't hung out with my brother
since before
in
Marcella.
8 years. Yeah. I mean, before that even, because I moved. I go over there, and we're trying to hang out, and she's all like, hey, I exist. And I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, these kids will straight up start like yelling
Cry
when I'm
me
trying
a
to
river.
talk to Jenny. Ah! Why would you not want me and your mom to talk?
Yeah, right.
Do you want me to leave? Do you
Is
want
it-
me to go away forever because you won't let us enjoy each other?
There's a tender scene later in this movie involving a man, his wife, and a child.
They make her watch while they fuck, and it's like, this is what you need to remember.
And she becomes a murderer. Fuck, man. So Brad Pitt, he's like, I'm making purple milk and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah, it's time to leave.
I'm gonna bounce out of here.
Yeah.
And he's got Emily, and she's just like, I can't believe you. I knew you weren't going to be up for this.
I think I missed the point where he asked to go to this party. I thought
Yeah.
that he just got forced to go, and it was hell.
Nope, he forced it upon her. That's why I'm like, why are you? I mean, I know what you're doing, but you gotta, pay the cost to be the boss. You insinuated yourself into this scenario. You're gonna have to suck it up, right? And she goes, you know what, Brad Pitt, you leave. I'll get a ride, but I'm gonna stay until the fucking wheels fall off.
But also, hey, are you having fun? No. Break up. Fuck off.
We said we'd do this till we have fun. Are you having fun? And he goes, right now, no, I'm not. She goes, adios.
She's a real
muchacho.
asshole.
She is a not nice person. They're all terrible, except for Bill Pullman and sometimes Brad Pitt.
Okay.
After this, Brad Pitt.
Okay. Yeah, how about Pitt's side? But maybe because I only misunderstood this whole sequence.
Yeah. And so Kathy then says to Emily, look, I've been dreaming about this guy. We dated for 2 years in high school, and we never had sex because it was rural Ohio.
He's a lumberjack, and I just want him to drop logs on me.
You're from the coast, she says to her. You can get loose.
Like turds?
Yes. Yes, Jason. Exactly like turds. And she goes, Here's what I want you to do. Find them and fuck them.
It's a good plan.
And
Can I pick ladies up for you to fuck?
It's just
You can pick them up for me too. Let's do this.
God, is that what you think of me? Pretty much.
Oh, I thought you were asking me that. I was like, no, I'm not going to give you vagina assignments. You're cool.
Yeah. And she goes, you know what? Yeah, all right, fine, I'll do it. And this is so insane because we don't see any of this. Mm-hmm. But apparently, she flies to Colorado.
Yep.
Tracks this man down.
What, did they go to high school together so she knows him? No.
No. Emily does not know this person, I don't think, at all.
Yeah.
And we don't see any of this, but I guess they have sex 8 times in the first night they meet.
Did you kind of maybe think she was lying as the movie went on longer? I was starting to think maybe she made this whole thing up.
So for a brief moment, I thought, because I was spacing out here and there.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course.
When I see her with Larry Miller, I think to myself, oh, God, she had sex with the wrong Tom and was putting on that whole production, thinking that's what her friend needed to hear, that he's such a great lover, that if she had sex with him, she would have experienced Xanadu.
Should have been dropping logs everywhere.
But she inadvertently slept with Larry Miller. This makes sense.
Easy mistake.
But that's not at all what happened. Because I guess he did rock her world.
The swirl, the knuckle.
The whole schmeal. And schlemazel.
Mm-hmm. He was humming on it.
But Kathy's, not she's very upset. And Emily's like, are you mad at me? She's like, yes. Actually, I am mad at you for having great sex with this man that I wish was my husband. And he's downstairs on his harmonica.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
I still think he's just so
He's great. He's marching around.
He's like a really...
This is the shit that I do.
I really liked Bill Pullman as like a husband character. I thought he like nailed it as like loose and friendly. I don't know, man. I feel like Bill Pullman got pigeonholed pretty hard.
Yeah. Yes.
And he's good in this.
Independence Day killed him. And Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I think, but Paxton's dead.
He is. I was going to say some bad things about him.
Gets to do the center. Paxton's awesome, too.
I was going to say, fuck Bill Paxton when you got a Bill Pullman. How dare people conflate the two just because their first names are the same?
Well, and it's the P's and the...
You don't see me doing that with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Jesus.
Do you really... You like Bill Paxton, though, right? You're not...
He's
serious.
fine.
You don't like him like
He's such a cunt in a lot of things. It's hard to like the man. I like the work, but I associate him with like, what's his name?
Game Over, Chet. Man, he did a WTF interview with Mark Maron like 3 days before he went in for the surgery. And he's like, yeah, I got a 50-50 chance of making it. And it's the surgery he died in.
Boy.
Like his last interview is real sad.
That's a shame. Yeah, Bill Pullman he's so great. I don't like the fact that they used this footage at the end of the movie, though, of him playing the harmonica.
Oh, back again?
They use the exact same footage.
Oh, it is the same?
Yes, but they do different footage for the ladies.
Okay.
It's like, oh shit, we didn't get new footage. Just use the exact same footage. Nobody will notice except when they do a podcast 65 years from now in the future. Our grandkids, your grandkids, mine don't exist.
Is this one going to be lost to time?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
They're going to have to uncover it from like dust. They're going to...
Why did they say such bad things?
They didn't edit this one. Oh boy, we learned Great Grandpappy he's an alright guy.
They're horny and gross and stupid.
Yeah, good for them. Us.
I hope all of our family members listen to it.
I do too. I don't have really that many, but he doesn't listen. Fucker.
No, I mean,
this is his legacy.
Is he
our podcast?
Is he one of the 20 people that listen to the podcast?
If he does, good on him. But I don't think
Gabe.
He can. I don't think he bothers. So So now there's a rift between Emily and Kathy because Kathy's pissed, but she's kind of trying to be cool about it, but she's also being a bitch. It's at this point now that Bill Pullman, because of Larry Miller, starts thinking maybe Kathy's having an affair.
Yeah.
Miller's
a bad influence,
but
so also kind of right.
But there's a really good moment later on with him. So when they go to the gallery for the opening, Emily wants nothing to do with Brad Pitt, but Kathy goes up to see him because Emily has admitted that she is pregnant with Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's in her guts?
Yes.
Nice.
He's forming. So she touches his hand for no real reason. And Bill Pullman looks up because Dennis Hopper's supposed to be at this party. And he sees her up there with him doing that.
I hoped Dennis Hopper would actually do a cameo.
I was really hoping for that too. And it wouldn't be outside the pale for him to actually do it.
I mean, you could have hired anybody that was a vague name.
I was hoping as soon as he says, hey, I wasn't even here, they cut to him. Hey, I just got here.
That'd be terrible.
So he goes up the stairs and she's not acting that weird or anything.
No.
So
she's not really ever trying to fuck Pitt, right?
No, not at all. She's just trying to tell him that Emily's going to have his baby.
But she did touch him because she's like maybe thinking about it a tiny bit.
I don't think so. I think she's just being like
I touch when I talk.
Nice lady.
Yeah. I mean, I touch your face when I talk to you.
I don't think the touching that they're doing it isn't the sort of touching that lends itself both ways. Yeah. That's the issue. It's very much intimate.
If he just took his fist and smashed her hand when she tried to touch him.
Stabs a knife through it.
Don't you dare.
Yeah. We're closed. No. My heart.
You're Christopher Walken and John Polito.
At the same time, yeah. Christopher Polito. But she does divulge, hey, we should meet for lunch tomorrow because I'm going to tell you all about it. And Larry Miller is gaslighting Bill Pullman. They do a drive-by. He's got a Miata.
All right, first of all, if she's not home, you check and see if her diaphragm's missing.
And they goes, oh, there's your wife. That's weird. But she's by herself, though, so, And where's she going?
Looks like what we have here is the first time. I know Kathy, she's not going to go in.
Let's look at the mailbox.
Let's follow her.
Elliot Spencer?
Gould.
Or skip all that and just blurt out that Emily's pregnant and having your baby.
Wait.
Bye, Elliot.
Bye. Nothing happened. It was only a couple of minutes. Unless, of course, he's a really bad lay.
Can we get some lunch? He's really Larry Millering it up.
As though he's like the Pussy King. He knows everything about ladies.
Yeah, I think that he signed up for comedy and nobody else did. So he's doing
Larry
his
Miller?
thing. Like, this is what I do. This is what you hire me for.
Yeah, he's good.
I'll do a one-off line right before the scene cuts. And everybody else is like, I don't know what they're doing. So now Emily goes, well, hey, it's Tom's baby because they're having a row. And so now she takes it upon herself to book a flight.
Damn, bro, good job.
To go to Colorado.
Yeah. Get some illegal weed?
To tell...
Back in 1990?
Tom?
Is that his name?
Ken Wall?
Wool?
Olin's
no, somebody else. Ken Wool.
Ken Wool. Inventor of the Wool power drill. I'm not even going to bother. For some reason, then also, Brad Pitt is flying out to Colorado.
Yeah, why is he going
with
there?
her? They're not together, but
she got on that plane to bombard him.
Right. She wears she doesn't fill it out at all, but
she's
really
wearing that
sexy
horny red dress.
Yeah. And her hair's pompadored up, and she sends a note to Brad Pitt.
It's not yours.
But then also, it's a handwritten note. But then also the flight attendant gives him a verbal note that the baby's not yours. And there's a lady back there. And then he looks back and she's like, it's me. So I don't know what's going on at this point. But Emily somehow becomes aware of the fact that they're both in Colorado. And Bill Pullman is a Russian hacker.
What?
Who hacks into Atlantic Airlines flight manifest.
Is he hacking?
Computer, yes.
I thought he was just booking the flight. Looking at the flight
he's on his little computer.
Oh, man, he's War Games?
And Larry Miller goes, what are you, a hacker? And he goes,
hack the planet.
And all of a sudden, he pulls up the flight manifest.
And he makes the plane explode.
He does, but it's the wrong one.
And Sandra Bullock jumps out of the computer. She's like, the net.
And he goes, did I do that?
Oh, shit.
Cousin Larry.
Step by step.
Because she told Bill Pullman that she had to go to Chicago to see her mother.
Right.
But, there's her name, Larry Miller says. Getting on that plane.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really needling him. But as soon as Bill Pullman now is convinced his wife is cheating on him and sinks into his chair, the moment washes over Larry Miller too, and he now is like, fuck. And it was like, that's a good scene right there. Thank you, Larry Miller.
Also, but like, why would Brad Pitt and his wife fly somewhere else to fuck?
Exactly. She didn't fuck him in his loft.
Yeah, he's got that loft.
She certainly could have.
Yeah.
She's home alone.
Like Kevin McAllister.
Mm-hmm. But she's still wearing this fucking red dress.
Yowza.
And she goes, I need you to take my bag to your Brad Pitt hotel.
They both go to the same hotel, and her room's not going to be ready till 4.
Exactly.
I don't know, why is she a loser? She doesn't get a room right away. Take my bag. I have to find Ken Wall.
In this dress.
I love this picture of him where he's got this horrible mullet.
Why is she wearing that dress?
It's her seduction dress. She wants to look her best to go see him.
But she's not seducing him.
But she still wants to look fine as hell.
But you can just do that in your Guess jeans.
I mean, I think she probably looks better not in that crazy red dress, but yeah.
It seems crazy. And it's doing her no favors. Bill Pullman is now heading there to confront his wife. His wife is there to tell her lumberjack ex-boyfriend that her friend that she convinced to sleep with him is having his baby. Brad Pitt is there for some reason.
Yeah, we still don't know what, I mean, art, I guess.
I guess. It makes no sense to me, but I wasn't paying attention.
Why is he just hanging out in that robe? What's he doing in that room?
I don't know. He's just there, like he's sequestered or something. So she goes to the outdoorsman store that he runs, the boyfriend. He's not there. He's fishing.
They're closed. They're closed for the Catfish Festival.
And they're doing a catfish festival where he reveals the fish and he gives it a name. I thought he was going to give one of them her name. Like he does this every year where he names the women that he conquests or whatever. And this real dork boy comes up. I got the biggest fish. And he goes, you goddamn right you do. You got a big fish. This fish is going to be you when you're dead. What?
Why are you mad?
And then he sees Kathy because she's wearing a red dress.
Oh, shit. That's that girl I wanted to have sex with 15 years ago.
She busted her heel.
17 years ago. Yeah, and that guy is like, oh, I'll help you get that out of that hole.
It's all slimy.
Yeah, he's covered in fish guts. Now, watching this, it's like, oh, yeah, everything seems fine. But 2 seconds later, I'm like, why are these guys chopping up fish on the walkway?
Because when they keep cutting to her feet and the immediate surrounding area,
blood and guts everywhere. Why would that be?
Viscera is just littered about.
Who are these people and why would they do that? They wouldn't.
They're just catching the fish.
I need to kill the fish here.
There's no huge boat net thing or anything.
Bro, put him in a cooler, bring him home.
Yes.
What the fuck are you doing?
So he goes, damn, girl.
So good to see you. What are you doing here?
What, are you kidding me, miss a big moosehead cat thing?
You looking fine. You dress like a slut. So we gonna go fuck. She goes, nah, I don't. What? No, I'm married.
What?
Well, let's go back to my cabin.
I'm gonna bring you out to dinner. Just kidding. You want to eat here?
I've been
got a whole bunch of cock for you.
Completely fucking up.
What are you doing?
I had some notes. We've already gone through a number of these.
Start from the top. Let's start at the beginning.
The MGM Lion intro. It's awful. They use the weakest sounding. You know they use tigers. They don't even use lion sounds. Wow. It's awful. Who took the? This is relevant. Who took the photo of Tom?
I don't know, but he's happy when they take his picture.
He looks like he's a brawny guy.
Yeah.
He's just leaning on the railing of his
that mullet really
deck.
I don't find him handsome at all.
No, God, no.
He's horrible looking.
Absolutely. But you think he set the camera up on a timer?
No. I mean, it's got to be another lady, but who? Why does... I don't know.
Because that photo then makes its way to Kathy somehow.
Yeah.
And I think we see it later in his house. And he puts on that shirt once she gets there.
Maybe her friend isn't the first person she sent to sleep with him. Maybe this has been happening for a long time. They took pictures.
They just keep showing up.
It's amazing.
I don't have to do anything. I'm the biggest pimp in town. All because of Kathy. And her endless stream of traumatized friends. Because I am not good.
She's so mean to him after I fuck him.
But he's putting the moves on her because it's nighttime now and they're in her cabin. Mm-hmm. Bill Pullman shows up and he punches Brad Pitt in the face.
Where is she? What do you know about it? I know a lot more than you think I know. Did you know she's pregnant? And it's not even mine. Peter, if you were me, would you still want her? Because I can't help it. I still...
And he goes, God damn it, Emily's having my baby. But it's not my baby. It's the lumberjack. And your wife went to go see him because of that.
What? What's his name? Ken Olin. All right, I'm gonna look him up. Ken Wool. I'm gonna look him up.
Yep.
Oh shit! I dialed the number. Oh my god, my wife answered the phone.
Because Ken told her to. Oh my God, I'm getting over there. Her heel's still broken, by the way.
Yeah, she's slopping around, and it's covered in fish guts and blood.
She goes, well, why are we drinking? And you're starting a fire. We're going to dinner, right? And he goes, it's cool. Just order taken. There's menus in the Nook.
So are people not delivering it then? And they have to go pick it up?
There's absolutely no way somebody's delivering food to his
cabin,
rural cabin.
His fuck pad.
And what food? Anthony's Bar and Grill? He doesn't have a car.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a big city.
He lives above the grill, you know, with his wife. And it'll burn down and they'll both die.
Yeah.
20 years from now.
Oh, no.
But she's having fantasies because Emily got snookered on the Nook. She got Nook snookered.
What? What is he saying to me?
She said her and Tom banged 8 times.
Yeah.
And one of those times was on the Nook.
Do you think he just comes really fast? Why, how did he get 8 times out of there?
But it's dust.
Oh.
So they got to take a couple moments to grease back up.
You ever bone down 8 times in a period of time?
I boned for, a couple hours, but...
That's one time.
It's one time, right. I don't bone, stop. I'm good for one. Now it could be prolonged.
It's possible I've had sex 3 times in a day.
But once I've climaxed, when that eventually happens. So Bill is now en route to the cabin.
Uh-huh.
Tom, or whatever his name is putting the moves on her. And it feels like if she says no, he's going to make that a yes. He doesn't feel safe.
Yeah, you're not in a good place. You're out in the wilderness with him.
You got one heel.
Yep.
Well,
it's one extra. You still got one heel with which to pierce his brain by hitting him in the eye.
But she goes, right before he starts pawing on her, she goes,
You're going to be a father. Well, I knew you'd want to know. You wouldn't want a child of yours born and not know about it.
No, actually, that's always been a dream of mine.
Why the fuck would you tell me this?
What the fuck?
I don't want to know this.
She doesn't know I'm here, though.
And she doesn't have to find out. We'll just say that you never came here. That way, she won't know that you betrayed her trust, and I won't have to get involved with her and some kid.
This is a win-win.
Otherwise, I'm going to wrap a bag around your head and throw you in the river.
And her, too. And stuff her in the upper shelf of a closet, wrapped in plastic. And she goes, you're a scumbag. He goes, I'm doing just fine.
I just like to get my dick wet.
Boom, Emily bursts in.
Your husband's coming. Take off your clothes and switch with me.
And the guy's like, can I watch? And she goes, turn around, Tom.
Whatever.
Where's the back door? Oh, I don't have one.
No, it's just one door.
I'm getting my shotgun.
Who has one door?
It's a cabin.
It is, but it's big.
Yeah.
Why one door?
Because if it
You
starts
wanna
on
say
fire,
it's a
you're
cabin
trapped. Yes.
Also, why does he get that shotgun?
Because he's going to kill her husband?
Right.
I guess. And them.
Just in case he yells too much, I'm going to kill him.
Probably too.
And I'm going to kill both of you.
Yeah.
I got a fire pit.
But she takes off her dress and she's got on From Beyond lingerie.
And then Brad Pitt bursts through the door. He's like, you horse.
Does he come in?
Yeah, he comes in before Pullman.
Right. He goes, how many guys you got out there? That's what Tom says. Just one, because the first one that came in was her.
I spent most of this movie calling him Bernard in my head, by the way.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Berno.
He's Bernard and something. I think it might be 30-something.
I don't remember what he's doing there or why he's there, but he's there. And then Bill Pullman comes in, and he's there now too. And him and his wife are kind of going at it, and he kicks everybody out, and they profess their love for each other.
Who punches Bernard in the eye?
I think Brad Pitt gets punched.
By who?
Tom, because he puts his hands on someone of the 2 women there.
Oh, yeah, and he's like, nah.
Douche.
Oh, because he's treating Elizabeth McGovern like trash. And,
yeah.
And Elliot loves her.
And he goes
Brad
up
Pitt.
to him, and he just immediately punches him square in the schnoz.
Were you sad for him when he got hit again?
Because he goes over the couch.
He doesn't hit him in the nose. His other eye's now blackened.
Oh, I thought he hit him in the schnoz.
Nah, he's got bruises under both of his eyes.
Well, that's not going to happen immediate.
No, but in the movie.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And neither of the women seem too concerned.
I like it when he gets hit.
So then her and Kathy and Bill Pullman, there's a scene earlier where Brad Pitt, when he thinks it's his kid, Kathy goes, well, you got to find out what you have between you two without the kid to know if it's going to be genuine when you know there's a kid, or she knows that you know that there's a kid. And he makes an overture towards her to reconcile, and then she ditches on him. He calls the secretary, and she goes, oh, she ain't here. Bye. So now, though, they are going to be together. Bill Pullman and Kathy are fine. Tom's an asshole. Larry Miller's doing his thing. And eventually, down the road, Brad Pitt and Emily have a baby, and they're hanging out with Bill Pullman and Kathy. Kathy fantasizes that Bill Pullman dies earlier in the movie.
Man, we both talked about how we actually thought he was dead for a minute. Like, wait, what?
I said, okay, this could be what's happening. I'm with this.
That's crazy. I
This
can't
is
believe they just
interesting.
killed him off.
Here's the wrinkle. She doesn't have a husband now, and Emily's with Tom.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be with Tom. We got a movie.
Your husband died. Get to Colorado immediately.
Immediately. Don't worry about the children.
No.
They'll be whatever.
They're fine.
Even if they're not, who cares?
Just spread some food out on the floor.
Breadcrumbs,
Yeah.
preferably. It lasts longer.
Gravy.
To sop up with the breadcrumbs because they're dry. And yeah, I mean, and then because that's what happens.
What?
They replay the scene from earlier where Bill Pullman is playing the harmonica.
Okay.
And they open up the door. Honey, keep it down. We're planning a wedding. And then he does. And the movie ends.
So I guess Roger Ebert, I finally looked into the review where he said the movie was reprehensible, and I was like, ooh, he's really going to give it to it. He's just upset that it got madcap and zany in the last chunk where they go to Colorado. He's like, it's just a comedy of errors, when before that it was deeper and more interesting. It's like, I don't know, I think it's been mostly pretty much garbage.
All of the fantasy segments feel out of place.
Yeah.
And there's a number of them before that madcap shit happens.
This is a bad movie. They should have put it out in 1990 when it would have been maybe a little more fitting.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with this movie.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good. But Brad Pitt does his finger thing in here. You don't know me, man. And like he's a wizard.
I don't remember that part.
You wouldn't. It wasn't meant for you.
This movie was not unbearable.
No, I mean, it's not good, and I hate the people in it, except for Bill Pullman and sometimes Brad Pitt and all the time Larry Miller. But it just goes and you watch it.
Yeah, it's not a miserable experience. It's just not good. I give it a 5, but I didn't want to kill myself watching him.
It's no Hunk Golden, but
I wonder do you even remember what we gave Hunk?
we probably gave it 4s.
Really?
You know what I've been thinking?
Hunk is pretty good. I'm just kidding.
No, I've been thinking about listening to every episode from the beginning and actually cataloging a document
Oh,
of our scores.
yeah. What do you give your score?
I haven't done it,
No.
and I might not,
Right.
but I've been thinking about it.
5 for me. What do you say?
Oh, you gave this movie a 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. Ooh. Yeah, I guess I give it a 5.
What do you give my friend Brad?
I give him a 5 as well.
I'll give him a 5.5. I want to give him a 6 because I don't think he's bad in this, and I find him quite sympathetic and likable quite a bit.
This feels like a David Schwimmer role. Yeah, no, this feels like this could have been anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fine in it, but this could have been Patrick Dempsey, David Schwimmer,
Yeah.
Jonathan Silverman, even.
So this was filmed in 90, you say?
Yeah, that's what it said. I don't know if that's true or not. But
So that's like before Happy Together. I mean, this would be one of his first real movies. That's weird.
that would make sense. That's why he's just sort of lost in this non-role.
I mean, God bless him for his career working out how it did, but it's like, I mean, what would have happened if this movie came before the others? He might have done a little bit better, although he looks older than he does in Dark Side of the Sun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's this journey has been nothing if not eye-opening to how many dues this guy paid.
I feel like we're coming up on the hard truth of like he doesn't have an amazing run, really.
Yeah.
Boy,
That too.
I feel like I really like 7 and 12 Monkeys, and that's really the centerpiece of everything.
God,
Fight Club's great, but I haven't seen it in 20 years.
I've never watched Benjamin Button.
No, me neither. I don't know if I actually sat through Meet Joe Black. I think I might have gotten bored and turned it off. But him getting hit by the cars is pretty funny.
That's a good point. I don't know if I've watched that in its entirety either. Probably not.
I remember going to see The Mexican in theaters and be like, this is not good.
I don't think I've seen that in its entirety either.
This is not good, but maybe I'll like it now.
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
The 15th day of Pitmas?
I think it was 19.
The 19th day of Pitmas?
What the fuck is
tomorrow? Yeah, because...
Is tomorrow supposed to be Interview with the Vampire?
Oh, God. Are we there?
I think so. I think it's Interview with the Vampire, Legends of the Fall, and then finally 7.
And that's the last one?
No.
God.
Not even close. We have 11 more to go.
Jesus.
Yeah, Interview with the Vampires tomorrow.
Good Lord. Okay. Callie might watch that.
The 11 we have left are pretty good. I say that, but I don't really know. Thanks for tuning in to the mini days of Pittsmas, right? Have you been recording?
63 minutes.
Not too bad.
Not bad.
You can find us on Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube. We do Filmographies. Put an @gmail.com on there if you want to email us. Go ahead and give us a call at 763-23...
634-1897.
Will you run it again?
763-634-1897.
You can call us or email us or send us a text message.
Yep. Throw a brick through my window with a note attached to it.
Only him, though.
Or Jason, too.
Do Filmographies on X Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the Now Playing Network, nowplayingnetwork.net.
Yep.
Tune into some other podcasts, music, movies, hugs.
Mm-hmm.
Those are waiting for you.
Miyazaki and
Piyazaki.
Yes. Back together for a podcast on nowplayingnetwork.net.
That's right. We'll see you tomorrow with Interviews with the Vampire. I've been Jason.
And I've been Jules.
And is Brad, are you here?
What are you?
Oh, Brad, hey, can you call after every episode and tell us what was going on in your life at this point in under 3 minutes because of the time limit?
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us about that extra work.
Yeah.
Brad, can you do that for us?
Please do that.
Bye.
I had a thought the other day.
About Brad?
No.